right, guys, so today we are installing the Linkswell 12.1 inch touchscreen inside of my truck. This is a new company for me. I've never used them before. I've never even really seen much about them, but they reached out to me, and this looks like a very nice unit. I already had it out. It is very nice, and they make a lot of units for like a lot of trucks, Jeeps, stuff like that. I looked on their website. But yeah, it makes it look like a factory stereo, and it looks really, really good. So we're going to be putting this in today. It is going to eliminate our climate controls here. It's going to be on screen now. But this whole area should be a screen then. I'm currently running the Atoto, I believe it's the S8. And although it works good, every now and then I do have a couple problems with it connecting to my phone, and then I have to reset the stereo, and then it does work. And I also have a stereo to put in my RCF. I bought that one, but I'm running a Nifty City in that one, and I have a problem with that one not shutting off and draining my battery. So I'm putting a better one in. But that I'll show you, because I'm gonna do that later today. I'm not gonna video it, I'm just gonna throw it in there. So we're gonna throw this in and see how this stereo, because I don't know anything about these guys. So as you know, I already murdered the inside of there where the original stereo pockets were. It got in the way of this stereo from working. This one, although I got it to fit, it would not have fit if I didn't bust out the inside the way they have the plastics and stuff in there. So this looks like it should just clip on the front like the rest of this does. So let me go get some trim tools, and we'll start taking the trims off. And then I think you need a 7mm to take the bolts out to get the stereo out, or the equipment there. Then we'll start throwing this in. All right, so although this is plug and play, there are lots and lots of cables involved, and this one was one I missed. This one, plugged it in there, and I was like, where's this? Steering wheel controls. Now, before I had to use some sort of box, and that's what this was right here, and it runs over to one of these crimp connectors that are not a very secure connection. They're not good, but that's what I used. And my steering wheel controls, although they worked, they were finicky. And I'm gonna take this thing off. Now, we're gonna route this over, and it's a jumper cable that goes in the back of the clock spring. And yeah, there's a lot more wires involved in that. And I still don't know if I'm gonna have everything correct, but I'm gonna try here. I don't know how you get the rest of this off. If I can get this trim off, I might be able to get that wires in there. I can see screws. Oh, there. Okay. There's screws here, here, here. 7s. It's like everything else. We might almost have it. I could not connect Bluetooth for some reason, so we'll see what happens. That makes that a lot easier. All right. Now I can see in here a little bit. Just take this out. It didn't give us hardly anything. All right, now we can do this. On there. All right, now you can pull the slack back, fold it up underneath, whatever you can do with it. Just get it out of the way. It did take me a while to install it. And these side panels, these are really tight fitting, and you have to give them a good smack with your fist, basically. Once it's in, it's a very tight fit. It looks phenomenal. That looks so much better than what I had. I would say the only thing I don't like about this at this point is mine had automatic climate control. So I could set it to auto and it would, you know, stay with the temperature, adjust my fan and all that. Now that I'm running this, there's no auto climate control, at least not that I can find. I haven't found it on here. There's just AC and that's it. Now I don't know if there's going to be settings in there for the climate control. There may be. If I go in here, I'm not sure. So the directions very vague, so that's another downside that I'm not liking. I do like it. I put it that way. I do like it. Everything's working flawlessly, honestly. Also, my steering wheel controls work good. They're flawless. Before, I had to program the buttons and I could only program one of these, and even when I did, if I hit the check mark, it would change tracks even though I didn't program it. And I was just like, it wasn't a good thing. I didn't like it. But now they work. So, see, adjust controls there. I can skip a track up here. Now you can't see that, but I did just skip a track. I just go into settings and go into climate control, and here auto AC. Okay, Silverado. Now it's going to change. Let's go to climate. Auto. Oh, these buttons, these knobs, they feel very premium. Like they have notches in them. Yeah, my auto controls are working now. It's still not dual control. So I wonder if I go back into settings again. I know the screen will be more responsive if I can get this thing off of here. I'm gonna go back into settings. I'm gonna see if I can change that again. No, that's all the settings we have there. We have Cadillac, Silverado, manual, auto, and that's it. So, all right. Well, I can deal with that. We can both have the same temperature, but yeah, that's not a deal breaker. I don't mind that. I'm normally in the truck by myself anyways. GMC console theme. It's on Chevy. Camera. I haven't checked the camera. Oh, there it is. Why did it take so long? It even has my guidelines on there. Look at that. Huh. All right. That's great. Plastic trim tool for the win. Oh my goodness. That is nice. Now, if there wasn't any reflections in here right now, it would look even nicer. Now, with all these plugs, there is one in the back to put an SD card in if you want to expand the memory on this thing. This is for a 2014 to a 2018 Chevy. If it's a, what was it, a 2018 or newer, there was a wire that you had to wire in. I'm not quite sure which one it was, but there was directions in there for that. That's if you had the 7-inch screen. This is also, it has 4 gigs of RAM plus 64 gigabytes. It's made in
China.
Fit and finish wise, that looks so much better than this. Although I'll be honest with you, I miss my actual touch buttons for my climate control, but I'll deal without them for now. As for the apps that are on this thing, I haven't really gone through them. Oh, car settings, what's that? Console set. Rear seat reminder, safety, comfort, convenience, and all that. There's all kinds of settings in here. Lighting, you can set your lighting and stuff. Huh. Power door locks, remote, lock, unlock. Huh. There's so much in here. Projection for my C10, so yeah, you're seeing this in the future because I don't want to show you guys. Who's that? Too many. Oh my god! Now it has the Play Store, so I'm actually connected to my house Wi-Fi, and I have YouTube downloaded on here, so it's playing from my Wi-Fi from my house. So this isn't something you would do on the road, but it's possible. It's an Android system, so there's all kinds of stuff you can do with it. Now this was a tad bit easier for me to install than it will be for you if you're going from a factory system, because you do have to plug in this harness, which I already had one in it, into your factory backup camera. And it's over like in the passenger footwell, and then comes over and has this plug on the end of it. I already had one in my truck, so that was a little bit easier to do. I'm just point that out. So along with this being a nice factory style radio, it comes with a 2-year warranty, limited warranty, I'll put it that way. The warranty doesn't apply if you mess this thing up while you're putting it in. I'm gonna just put it that way. That's the short term of it. Or intentional damage, normal wear, tear. Wait, normal wear, tear? That's one of the things they won't cover. It covers, let's go, repairs or replacement under listed warranty will be processed through the authorized. But you have to send in this warranty card within 30 days of purchase with a copy of your receipt. Now, seeing that I did not purchase this, I can't really turn that in because I don't have a receipt, but the company sent it to me. And Linkswell Automotive Inc. It's out of Riverside, California, even though they're made in China. Yeah, warranty, it's California. So yeah, I don't know about you, but that is one of the nicer stereos that I've ever installed in a vehicle, and it seems to link up fast. It seems to work flawlessly, and yeah, I'll have to test it long term to let you guys know what it's like. Just like the Lexus over there, the Nifty City stereo draining my battery randomly every now and then. I thought I needed a battery on that, charged it. The battery lasted fine. It's just sometimes when I shut her down, I go in my house and I look at my phone, I notice that my Bluetooth is still connected to the car even though it's off. So it's draining my battery. It's not good. Some of you have expressed concerns about my headliner and the headliner damage back here. I don't know why it's like that. I have no clue. I think somebody tried to clean it because this does not have a sunroof. There's no sunroof. And I never have water in here. It's just stained. Yeah, that's how the truck was when I got it. So asking me how it got the damage, I don't know. I'm not a detective. I'm not a headliner detective. As for that, if you like this video, smash that like button, consider subscribing. Hit that dislike button if your mom likes them big. And we'll see you on the next episode of Alright. It's almost snack time for the kitties, and he is going nuts. I missed him. He was galloping and chirping. What are we doing? We're gonna eat? Huh? What are we doing? Sheldon. Sheldon. You're crazy. Stewie, what are you doing? Miss Stella. And then Nutcase over here. What are you doing? He's normally the nutty one. Look at his little scarf. Hey, I was just showing people your scarf. I was just showing them their scarf. Hey, what are we doing? You want to say bye-bye?